Good morning. I'm Michael Potter. I'm the horticulture agent here in Montgomery County. Today we're going to talk about soil testing. It's important to know what kind of nutrients you have in your soil. That way your plants will grow at the optimum that they can grow. You want to be as healthy as possible, and without certain nutrients, they won't be as healthy, so they're going to be more susceptible to disease and viruses and stuff of that nature. So one of the best things to do is to perform a soil test, whether it be a vegetable garden, landscape beds, or turf grass. And the way you do that, there's a couple of things you need. Number one, you need a plastic bucket. Okay, and that's when you take your samples, you're going to put them in that bucket. And I'll tell you about how, what other kind of things you might need. You'll need, of course, the form, which can be printed online at soiltesting.tamu.edu. And on that form, you'll be able to select the different type of soil testing that you would require. Most of the time, it's just a routine sample that is sufficient, which is only about $12. You actually take your sample and mail it to College Station. All those instructions are here, and you can actually pick this form up along with the collection bag at the extension office. And it does have all the information on how to take the sample on there as well, but we're going to go through it today. Another thing you can do if you do it from home, you can actually get a quart size freezer bag and just fill that bag up as much as possible. It's about the same amount of soil that would be in the soil testing kit. So a couple other things you might need. We have a soil probe with us today. We have a kind of little trowel. You can also use a shovel. So you're going to take in, let's say we're going to just give an example. We're going to do it in a vegetable garden. We're going to take at least 6 or 8 samples out of this vegetable garden from randomized areas and put them in our bucket and mix them thoroughly so we have a good representative sample of the entire bed. Those samples need to be about 6 inches deep. And if you're dealing with turf grass, you're going to want to remove the green debris, in a sense, all the green material from it. You're going to want to remove that and then place your sample in the bucket. You can see I'm just kind of randomly going around and sampling different areas, getting about 6 inches down. And then once we're done with that, we're going to completely mix this up and make sure that that sample is well mixed. That way we have, just in case we have any variation in that vegetable garden, or in that bed, that we're accommodating for it. It's kind of a research technique used to make sure that that sample is representative of that whole bed. So if you have multiple beds like this, and they're all kind of very similar, you can actually take samples from this bed, the other beds as well, take 6 or 8 samples from each of those beds and then combine them into the bucket. That way you have a representative sample of all of those beds rather than just one bed. We just use the example of this bed today, but if you, like I said, if you had multiple beds, you can take samples from each of those beds and then put them in that bucket and mix them up. Make sure that you get a good representative sample of all of the vegetable garden beds. Now that I've got that sample mixed, I'm just going to do it for giggles. I'm going to do with the Ziploc bag here. And so what I'm going to do, I've already mixed it all up. I'm going to get some of the heavier stuff out of there, but I'm going to get it as full as I can and still be able to zip it up. So that little freezer bag right there will get mailed off. And then about 2 weeks later, after you mail it in, the laboratory will provide you with the results of that test. And at that point, you can call our office and we'll be able to explain it to you as far as what you may need in your vegetable garden, turf, or landscape beds.
What number do they call?
They call 936-539-7824.
And what's the website again?
soiltesting.tamu.edu.
Thank you.
Thank you.